ceiling 3,400, broken light rain temperature.
Yeah, what's up guys? Welcome back to a new flight and stream. Welcome for those who watch this latest video, like ever. Yeah, we will fly today from San Diego to... wait a moment please. To Portland. This flight is approximately 1 hour and 50 minutes I think. I'm not sure. And yeah, we are flying Alaska Airlines flight 603. It's a real flight, like ever. And yeah, occurring on wheel 2 about almost the same time. Not cancelled. We will have 98 passengers today for this flight. We are flying a 737-900 like used in wheel 2. for this flight. And yeah, we are standing here in San Diego at Terminal 2, gate 26. And yeah, passengers I think are already boarding. And the cargo will be loaded in the next minutes. The fuel is already loaded and calculated. Yeah. So let's go back into the cockpit. And yeah, we can hear the passengers are boarding. And start programming the flight plan into the FMC. Also asking the IF clearance to Portland. Also, it's very rainy here in San Diego, like you can see. It's the real weather, of course, and not warm. I think it's not so usual for San Diego, or so much rain. I don't think so. Alright, let's request the IF clearance from the ATC.
Clearance delivery, Alaska 603 with feed information request clearance.
Alaska 603. Expect clearance within 2 minutes.
Roger, Alaska 603.
Alaska 603. Are you ready to copy?
We are ready, go ahead.
Alaska 603. Cleared to Kilo Papa Delta X-ray via the Echo Charlie Hotel Oscar 2 departure. And then as filed, climb and maintain 6,000. Expect flight level 380 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.6. Squawk 4373. Altimeter 30.15.
Clear to Kilo Papa Delta X-ray by the Echo Charlie Hotel Oscar 2 climb and maintain 6,000. Flight level 380 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 119.6. Squawk 4373. Altimeter 30.15. Alaska 603.
Alaska 603. Read back correct. Contact ground control on 123.9.
Roger, 123.9. Alaska 603.
By the way, we are using the real route from this flight, what is used in Real 2. So we are flying the real route from the real flight 2. That's very nice. On Flight Array you can see the route. And I just set it in my ATC program and yeah. Let's check if everything looks good on the route. Yeah, this all looks good. We're expecting vectors after this waypoint in Portland from the ATC. Let's set the performance page.
Morning. Thank you.
Alright. Cabin crew orders and flag cross check. Alright, this looks good all. Performance calculation. Now we're gonna set the MCP. And pushback clearance.
Ground Alaska 603, request startup and pushback.
Alaska 603, startup and pushback approved.
Roger, Alaska 603.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Alaska Airlines Flight 533. Your flight attendants are Virginia, Jaima, Haifa, and my name is Jason. We are here to ensure your flight is safe and comfortable. Please pause these electronic devices and direct your attention to the flight attendants as we review the safety features of this aircraft. We are flying aboard a Boeing 737-900. There are 8 emergency exits, 2 doors forward, 1 on each side. 4 window exits, 2 over each wing, and 2 doors aft, 1 on each side. The 4 doors are equipped with inflatable evacuation sites. All exits are marked with red and white signs, and there are 2 strips of lighting on the aisle floor. In the dark cabin, the strips mark the route to the exits. Should additional oxygen become
Right before such check, flight deck door is closed. Fuel 24,000 pounds is like calculated. Passenger signs are on, windows are closed, MCP is set, takeoff speeds are set, and the collision and check was completed. Pressing run push
Secure your own mask before assisting others and continue to wear the mask until you've been advised it is no longer necessary. Your seatbelt must be fastened low and tight. To fasten, place the flat end into the buckle. Adjust the strap to tighten or lengthen. To open, lift the top of the buckle and pull the belt free. It is a requirement that you wear your seatbelt whenever you are seated. There's a safety information card located in the seatbelt.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
Please look it over before takeoff. The card shows that evacuation slides may be used for flotation. Your life vest is located underneath your seat. If directed by a flight attendant, remove it by pulling on the red tab. Tear open the pouch and remove the vest. Place the vest over your head. Pull the waist strap to the front. Attach the clasp and adjust the strap to fit your waist. Just as you leave the aircraft, inflate the vest by pulling out sharply on the 2 red tabs on the front of the vest. May also be inflated by blowing into the tubes located at either shoulder, and that light will automatically activate in water. If you are traveling with an infant, instructions for the use of the life vest are on that safety information card. Flight attendants will distribute the life vest if needed.
Bypass pin inserted. Release sparking brakes.
Smoking, including e-cigarettes, is prohibited as is tampering with disabling or destroying laboratory
All
smoke
engines clear.
detectors.
Start at will.
Federal law requires customers comply with all crew member instructions, lighted signs, and posted placards. Federal law also prohibits customers from drinking their own alcohol while aboard an aircraft. We do have a forward lavatory for customers seated in first class and lavatories at the back of the aircraft for those seated in the main cabin. And for security purposes, folks, please remember that no line may form at the forward lavatory. And for your safety and security, we ask to use a lavatory in the cabin in which you are seated. We will soon be clear for takeoff. Please ensure that your seatbelts are fastened low and tight. Seatbacks and tray tables are upright locked, and all carry-on items remain stowed. All electronics must be unplugged for MC power. Small handheld items may be held or secured. Those larger carry-on items, including laptop computers, must be stowed underneath the seat in front of you or overhead. We will be turning the cabin lights off for departure. Your reading light is directly above you. Once again, we are happy to have you aboard.
What the heck, this is the wrong direction, man. I said nose to the right, not left. What the heck? Engine 1 stabilizing star, engine 1 2.
Set parking brakes.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Ground engine star off. Number 1, you can disconnect, thank you.
Unlock your ear.
Engine 2 stabilizing.
Disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Flight controls, full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral, rudder, full left, full right, and neutral.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
High ground. Taxi clearance.
Ground Alaska 603, request taxi.
Alaska 603, taxi via Bravo Alpha, Bravo 10, the runway 09er.
By Bravo, Alpha, Bravo 10, runway 09er, Alaska 603.
For taxi checklist, profits are checked. Generators are set, anti-air is off, isolation level is set, auto throttle is armed, auto brake is checked, recall is already checked. Flight control check run is clear, hand signal is received, checklist completed.
Alaska 603, contact power on 118.3.
118.3, Alaska 603. Tower, Alaska 603, holding short of runway 09er, ready for departure.
Alaska 603, line up runway 09er.
Lining up runway 09er, Alaska 603.
Cabin crew, please prepare for departure. For takeoff checklists, flaps are set, stabilizer trim is set 5.7. Checklist completed.
Alaska 603, wind 120 at 8, runway 09er, cleared for takeoff. Good flight.
Clear for takeoff, runway 09er, Alaska 603.
Takeoff. Cross it. Check.
B1. Rotate. B2.
Cruise flying girl. Pulsating landing lights.
Departure Alaska 603, passing 700 for takeoff.
Alaska 603, radar contact continue via the Echo, Charlie, Hotel, Oscar 2.
Oh, very nice. You can see San Diego's downtown.
Cleared by
hold on.
546, maintain present altitude.
Present altitude 546.
Flaps on, speed checked. Flaps on, speed checked. Oh, I forgot the seatbelt signs. But they were on auto, so it's not so bad because they were on because of auto.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign is on. Please remain seated. When the captain turns the sign off, you'll be able to move about the cabin. When you are in your seat, please keep your seatbelt fastened in the event of unexpected turbulence. Please be careful when opening the overhead compartments. We ask that you use the lavatories located in your cabin, and please don't stand near the lavatories in the galleys.
Left turn.
You may now use all approved personal electronic devices in the galleys. For everyone's safety, please make sure your personal belongings are clear of the aisle.
Present altitude 546.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds are on, packs are on. Auto, landing gears up, flaps are retracted, checklist complete. What a weather here in San Diego. In Portland we are expecting sunny weather and no clouds. Also 24 degrees today and right now 14 degrees. 10,000 feet, slides off, seatbelt signs auto.
Alaska 603, turn right heading 280, line 2, flight level 260.
Right turn to heading 280, climbing to flight level 260, Alaska 603.
Climb to 900,000.
Climbing to 900,000 546.
Roger. Continue boat navigation. Continue by Echo Charlie Hotel Hotel Oscar 2 Alaska 603. Alaska 603. Climb and maintain flight level 380. Climb and maintain flight level 380. Alaska 603. Flight level 370, Alaska 603. Alaska 603, climb to flight level 370. Climbing to flight level 370, Alaska 603. Delta 1588, Climb and maintain flight level 220.
Climb and maintain flight level 220. Delta 1588.
Alaska 603. Contact Los Angeles on 1 key 4.57. 134.57. Alaska 603. Los Angeles, Alaska 603. Passing flight level 290 for flight level 370.
Alaska 603. Roger.
Alaska 603, contact Los Angeles on 125.2 F.
125.2 Alaska 603. Los Angeles, Alaska 603, passing flight level 320 for flight level 370.
Alaska 603, identified. 603. Contact Los Angeles on 125.8.
125.8, Alaska 603. Los Angeles, Alaska 603 with you at flight level 270.
Alaska 603, roger. Alaska 603, contact Los Angeles on 127.1, right?
127.1, Alaska 603. Los Angeles, Alaska 603 at flight level 370.
Alaska 603, roger.
Los Angeles Center, easy flight 2587, good day. With you, passing flight 2404, flight 280.
Easy fly 2587. Roger, climb to flight level 280.
Line 2, flight 280, easy flight 2587.
Alaska 603. Contact Oakland on 123.8. Bye bye.
123.8, Alaska 603. Radar Alaska 603 with you at flight level 370.
Alaska 603. Identified.
Alaska 603. Contact Oakland on 125.75. Bye-bye. 125.75. Alaska 603. Radar Alaska 603 at the flight level 370. Alaska 603, identified. $5,877, climb to flight level 230.
Climbing to flight level 230, 5877.
101, climb to flight level 230.
Climbing to flight level 230, 101.
Alaska 603, contact Oakland on 123.8. 123.8, Alaska 603. Radar Alaska 603 at the flight level 370.
Alaska 603, roger. contact Oakland on 1.1.25.
1.1.25, Alaska 603. Radar Alaska 603 at flight level 370.
Alaska 603, identified.
Sorry. Hi Sky Lucky, what's up man? I have subscribed your channel man.
Radar Alaska 603 with you at flight level 370.
Alaska 603, roger.
Oh mate, very nice. Where are you gonna fly man? I recommend you to fly to Nice tomorrow if you have the scenery, because it's a very nice scenery. Like I said in my last live stream, I flew from London to Nice and the approach was very nice. I have approached runway 22, or airnav approach runway 22, and it's visual approach, so you're gonna fly in to the city and then make a left turn on the coast and straight to runway 22. It's not the easiest approach, but very challenging. But of course, depending on the weather, if you're landing 22 or the other side. You have the NGXU for a P3D2. Yeah, that's what I meant, the 2-2 right. It's a very great approach. But I needed to go around at my first attempt because this was my first approach on in Nice, and I never flew this approach, so I was a little bit low and distracted with the approach procedure, and yeah, better go around, and after my second approach it was a very good landing. And with the new scenery from JustSim, it will be much nicer if you're landing there. Yeah, like I said, bro, are you using the 737 NGXU and P3D2? Man, the NGXU is a really nice aircraft. It's one of the best 737 rendition for flag simming you can have right now for private flag simming. Ah, okay. Yeah, I can recommend you the NGXU from P3dv4. It's one of the best aircraft you can get for P3D. Before I had the NGX normal from P3dv4. It was very nice too, but the NGXU is much more better than the NGX. They step up the game. Seriously, this is a so good aircraft. Also study level, of course. Yeah, I have the Aerosoft Pro A320 series too. It's very nice too, especially if you're putting some mods into the A320 family from Aerosoft, then it's much more realistic. I'm using a sound pack from Blue Sky Star Simulation, and it's so much realistic now, the sound from the Aerosoft A320. Also, I have modded some self sounds into the A320, and yeah, also I have internal cabin sound for the A320 family. It's so realistic. The NGXU costs about $99, so it's okay for what you get. It's quite cheap for what you get. You know what I mean? It has PBR, of course, PBR textures. Like you can see, the reflection is great. It has a very realistic wing flex, not the old 30-bit wing flex. It's much better wing flex, like I think physics simulated wing flex, like an X-plane, I think. But now we don't have stolen, so I can show you. Yeah, you see the cockpit is very nice modeled. You have EFB, and sounds are great too. And yeah, P3dv4 don't make sales, so I don't think there will be cheaper in the future. P3dv4 makes very rare sales. And by the way, I fly not only the A320 family and the 737, I fly the A332 and also the 787 from Quality Wings, very nice aircraft too, and a very nice rendition from the 787. And the Q400 from AS603, very nice airplane too, and the CRJ from Aerosoft Pro. Yeah. That's my hangar, my fleet. Ah, I forgot, I have a 737-900 from PMDG too. And with sound mods and also, yeah, so realistic now with the 777.
19075, Alaska 603. Radar Alaska 603 with you at flight level 370.
Alaska 603, roger.
Ah, nice. I had the Quality Ring 757 back in the days with FSX. But right now I think Captain Sim has a better 757 now on the market. The quality of wings sadly is very outdated from the systems, you know what I mean? They converted to P3dv version 4, but it's not very updated. The systems and the modeling. Yes, I have very many aircrafts, but I fly flight simming like very long already. I started flight simming I think 10 years ago or 12 years ago. I started too with FS 2002 actually, and then FSX, and then P3D version 3 and P3D version 4 now. No, I am not on wet sim, but yeah. I like to fly offline because I have a very good ATC program, Pro ATC. I don't know if you're using it too, but it's a very good ATC program, realistic, with certain stars and all options. Yeah, in flight simulation I'm a captain. You should check out if you're buying the NGXU, so you should check out Immersive Sound Studios CFM version 2. They're making very good sound pack for the NGXU. The new NGXU sound pack from PMDG is good too, but this is even better and more realistic. Ah, very nice. What program are you using for flight planning? I have Navigraph charts and Pro ATC, both I use for flight planning, and yeah. Middle East Airlines 211, oh very nice. But I see it's cancelled, bro. By the way, I do only flights who are flown in real too, so I have very promise with the corona crisis to get a flight. What is good, you know what I mean? I'm doing only flights who are not cancelled, to make it realistic as possible. Actually, Navigraph charts is not expensive. It's only €5 in the month. You can get the FMS data and also the charts.
Alaska 603, contact Oakland on 127.905. Bye bye.
127.905, Alaska 603. Radar Alaska 603 with you at flight level 370.
Alaska 603, identified.
Yeah, it's a flight sim, you can do what you want. Someone want to do it more realistic, like the actual situation, or someone want to do it like normal, you know what I mean? I have even decreased my IE traffic to 50% or 40% to make it more realistic with Corona crisis, you know what I mean? So the planes are flying IE like real right now with not much traffic. By the way, are you switching to P3D version 5 or are you switching to FS 2020? Or are you gonna get both? Or are you staying on P3D version 4? And by the way, I'm even simulating the passenger amount on the flights. So yesterday I have done a flight from, I don't know, New York was it? I don't know. But it was a flight with only 30 passengers or 20 passengers, like in real, because of the crisis. Wow, this looks stunning. By the way, I'm using a free mesh. I don't know if you have this add-on too, but there's a free mesh available for the whole Earth with 60 GB of mesh data. So in the US you get like resolution of 15 meters, I think. Look at that. What? I have flown around the world. I'm flying always every country. I love to fly at different places. One time I fly in the US, one time I fly in, I don't know, Mexico, South America, Asia, Europe, Africa. I fly like all continents. But the free mesh is for the whole of the world, man. So it's not only for the US, so I can recommend it for you if you don't have a mesh program or something like that. So make the mountains much more realistic. But like I said, it's 60 gigabytes, so it's not very small the size.
119.75, Alaska 603. Radar Alaska 603 with you at flight level 370. Alaska 603, identified.
I said, this is a freeware, bro. I can give you the link if you want. There are many good freewares available for P3D. I'm using very many freeware too. Also some pairware, of course, but I'm using much freeware too. What do you want to know with the flight sim setup? Do you mean RBX and the sceneries, or what do you mean?
Radar Alaska 603 with you at flight level 270.
Alaska 603, roger.
Using RBX, I think, like you too. RBX Global, RBX for Europe LC, RBX Vectors. Some RBX airports like Melbourne, Stockholm. I'm using Active Sky for weather, and Active Sky Cloud Next Art for the cloud. AS603 for some textures for runways and etc. I'm using the joystick Logitech Extreme Pro 3D. So yeah, I'm using a 4K display for flying. I'm using my 4K Samsung TV. Very nice to fly in 4K. Also, yeah, like I said, the planes I already told you. I'm using many sceneries. I have many sceneries. I can't tell you all now because I have very many sceneries, many payware and many freeware. And yeah, like I said, I'm using the mesh for free. I'm using the moon. There's a moon freeware for 4K moon. I can recommend it for you too. Also street 4K, make it more realistic than with the full streets. I'm using real turbulence. You can get it on Sim Market. It's a very good add-on too. It simulates the turbulence much more realistic, and also calculate the terrain and the wind physical if there is turbulence occurring because of a terrain or something. It's analyzing the terrain, and yeah, the turbulence are much more realistic, and the dynamic fields more realistic. It's called real turbulence, real turb. You can get it in some market, like I said. Yeah. Yeah, and of course I'm using some pay-worse sceneries. Like I said, I have very much. I can't tell you all, but I can tell you some. Like I'm using Moscow from Dervik's design version 2. It's a very nice scenery. I'm using some flight beam, Denver, Washington, Phoenix, and San Francisco. I'm using flight FS3 to Los Angeles. I'm using in Europe some sceneries like Hamburg. It's my hometown. Nuremberg, Stuttgart, so some German airports. Madrid from Latin VFR. Miami from Latin VFR. Barcelona from Latin VFR. MK Studios, Dublin, Tenerife, and Fuerteventura. And Düsseldorf, Justin, EBBR, Brussels, and many more, bro. Many more. I not bought them, of course, all at once. I bought them like every 2-3 months, you know what I mean? So it was a long time ago. I've bought all the sceneries, so yeah, I can link you the Real to the Lens add-on if you want. Wait a moment. But it's a little bit expensive. That's the down point. But Real Turbulence, the maker of Real Turbulence, making often some sales. Right now there's no sale, but they're doing often sales. So I would grab it if there are sales. And what PC do you have, man? What performance? What PC? I have right now the Intel 6600K, but I will change, I think, in one month to the AMD 3700X. Right now I have RTX 270 2020 and 60GB RAM. And SSD I'm using for flight sim, of course. And yeah. Whoops. Right, it's nice hardware. Very lucky. Where are you from, man? What is your home airport?
Alaska 603, contact Oakland on 132.2.
I was pressing my joystick. I was hitting my joystick with my arm. Accidentally.
Flight level 370.
Alaska 603, identified.
I forgot, I'm using, like I said, Pro ATC. That's a very good ATC program for FSX and P3D. I can recommend you if you don't have it and like to fly offline. It's a very realistic, one of the realistic you can get for ATC program for FSX or P3D. Like I said, sit and store all is included. Vectors, the ATC can give you vectors, all. You can even see if the IE is landing, so it slows the IE down if you're it's to close the separation on landing light and ETC, you know what I mean. This is the ATC program, and you can do flight planning with this ATC program too. Ah, very nice, man. I flew from Paris 2 days ago and was soon later. But I only have a freeway scenery of Paris. But I want to buy the Taxi to Gate LFPG scenery. It's a very good scenery, but it's very expensive. I'm waiting for a sale from Taxi to Gate. Yeah, like I said, my hometown is Hamburg in North Germany, and yeah, of course I have Hamburg City as a do you have freeware or do you have payware of Paris? Don't say me you have only freeware if it's your hometown. Hamburg airport, my hometown, was the first scenery I have bought like 10 years ago or something like that from our stuff. And now I'm using just Sim Hamburg. There are two versions of Hamburg right now. Oh, very nice. And it's good, Taxi to Gate Paris? Wait, let me check your stream. I'm gonna go into in your channel and let me check a stream from Paris or a flight from Paris.
Alaska 603. Contact Seattle on
Sky Lucky.
127.6. Alaska 6.
By the way, I was born in France, in Bordeaux.
Seattle, Alaska 603. With you.
My mother is from Morocco and has lived in France. That's why I was born there. J'habite à Hambourg. Tu habites à où? I have checked your stream from Nice to Paris. I don't see Taxi to Gate. I see only default scenery on Paris. Yes, I have French nationality and German and Moroccan. And of course I have talked French if I was young. J'habite à Paris. Paris. Yeah, bro, I have talked French in my young, but I have forgot it. That's a problem. I can speak a little bit still, but right now I'm learning it. But I can learn it very fast because I've spoke French, so it will be very fast to learn again. So, comment tu t'appelles? Je m'appelle Yunus. J'habite à Hambourg. That's right. Well, sadly, I just have done one flight to Alba, to Beirut. So, but I wanted to do again a flight from Beirut and taking off in Beirut. So in the next streams. The top of descent is in like 100 nautical miles, I think. 129 nautical miles. So 1935 UTC time. In 10 minutes we are gonna descend, so in like, I would say 40-50 minutes touchdown. Like I said, I checked your last video about Paris and I just saw the default scenery. I didn't saw taxi to gate to Paris. Did you get it right now or? I'm using chase plane, of course, too. I think you're using chase plane too, or? Also, are you doing long-haul flights with the A330? I'm doing long-haul flights with the 787, A330 and the 777. I just let the PC running and I do my things all over the night. Oh, very nice. Yeah, like I said, I can just recommend it. The $99 are just perfect for this plane what you get. This is a perfect plane. Like I said, one of the most best add-ons you can get for a flight simulation plane. NGXU is very masterpiece. Very realistic, deep system, very good modeling, good sound, good, yeah, everything. That's sad. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm using the Pro ATC, my ATC program, and my co-pilot is automatically talking with the ATC, like in real, and changing also the frequencies. So I don't do, need to do that. So it's like the co-pilot is doing the ATC. Do you mean the buttons from the 737 or what? Yeah, the NGXU has all, like PMDG level, all is pressable. I think it's like 99% of system depth from this NGXU. You see, you can all press, even with tiny buttons here from the, I don't know, what is this? I don't use it for normal flight. You see, everything is, oh shit. Whoops, this was enough. Yeah, everything is touchable. The only thing is not touchable, but it's not for a normal flight or even not for emergency, I think, are the circuit breakers. It's a study level, I would say it's study level, of course, the NGXU, of course. Yeah, the 737 is a quite little bit older from the systems, like it's not like Airbus A320 so modern. You need to do a little bit more manual, like the Airbus, but it's not so hard to learn, I think. Just look some YouTube videos, checklists, and the manual, of course, and you should be ready to go. But like I said, you need to do a little bit more manual and more things like the A320. Ah, yeah, I forgot to say, of course I have GSX GSX version 2. It's one of the best add-ons you can get for FSX and P3d. I would never fly without GSX. It's so much realistic if you're seeing the passengers boarding and the ground services doing their things, loading the cargo, and you know what I mean. Loading the fuel automatically, what you said. Better than X-Plane. I don't think there's like that for X-Plane. So good with boarding and receiving persons boarding, and you know what I mean. But I recommend you to buy these things, if possible, only on sales. And the last month I just looked for sales, and I have found very good sales, and yeah, because of possible switch to FX 2020 and possible switch to P3d version 5. But I think P3d version 5, many things are free of charge. I have figured from sceneries and planes, and yeah. But yeah, it's possible, you know what I mean? I can recommend you SimMarket. I think it's one of the best. I have so many add-ons from SimMarket, and they're doing very often sales. Right now there are 5 pages of sales. Let me check how many add-ons I have from SimMarket. That would interest me. I have like 50 add-ons from SimMarket bought. I like the banner too. By the way, this is a free rare. You can use it for free too. I can give you the link too if you want. It's called Fly Studio Live, I think. And you can also set it up, the banner, like you want. Using Streamlabs. I think it's the best right now you can use for streaming. I have tried from NVIDIA GeForce Experience. It's good, but yeah, it has not so much settings and you can't use the banner. I have tried OBS normal, not Streamlabs, but it has not so much settings too. And Streamlabs, it's one of the best, I think. Beautiful mountains here in Oregon. do you mean, Streamlabs or the Fly apps? The Fly apps is a little hard to install, I think. You need Streamlabs, and you open this program. Then you're gonna create a new banner. You can just use a banner what is already made, so you know what I mean. So you don't need to set it up by yourself. You need to export it to your desktop as HTML. It will be automatically. You can export it and then go with your Streamlabs and open a browser source and select the data file. What do you export from your app, Fly app thing there? And then it should be in your Streamlabs already. And then you can set in the Fly Live your route and your flight number. Whoa, look at this view, man, and also very nice weather here in Oregon. We're expecting in Portland, I think, sunny weather. 18 degrees right now, and we get 24 degrees and it's sunny. Also, we need to descend in a few minutes.
Alaska 603. Roger. Continue via the arrival route.
Continue via Anchor Link Bravo Romeo Sierra to Alaska 603.
Did you hear? This was my co-pilot talking with the ATC. We're expecting runway 10 right, where ATC told me, over the star TMB AS603 transition Gallo. By the way, if you're interested in this ATC program, like I said, he can give us vectors too. Example, this approach here right now, you can see after the waypoint AS603 there are vectors, so there's no direct connection to the ILS, you know what I mean? And after that, the ATC program will give us vectors to OMSI. If the wind changes in the airport we are flying at, he will say he will change the approach correction. This is very nice too, and realistic. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is the captain speaking. In a few minutes we will start our descent towards Portland. Right now you can see the nice mountains of Oregon here on the left side. Yeah, we are expecting some nice weather in Portland. Right now we have 18 degrees Celsius and no 6 knots from west and only light clouds at 20,000 feet, sorry. Yeah, I hope you have a pleasant remaining flight here on our 737 from Alaska Airlines. Alright, we need to descend, requesting the descent clearance from the ATC.
Request to descend to Alaska 603.
Alaska 603. Descend to flight level 250.
Descend to flight level 250, Alaska 603.
Alright, we have descent clearance to 250. Yes, after the vectors here on the FMC you can see there's vectors in this route. The ATC program will vector me with heading to the ILS. But also if sometimes there's no star, he will vector me. Or on the departure there are often manual vectors too, and yeah. I would never go back to the default FSX ATC.
250.
Descend to flight level 250, Alaska 603.
beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, in preparation for landing, we turn the
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we will be landing here in Seattle shortly in preparation.
Not Seattle, Portland.
Tray tables to their upright position. All electronics will now be unplugged from seatbelts. All small electronic devices may be held or secured. Larger carry-on items, including laptop computers, must be stowed underneath the seat in front of you or overhead. We do ask that you please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened for the remainder of the flight. Your flight attendants will be coming through the cabin to collect any and all service items. Anything else you would like to recycle or dispose of. Flight attendants, please complete final count preparation and be seated.
Alaska 603. Contact Seattle on 125.8. Bye-bye.
125.8 Alaska.
Now you can see my co-pilot is changing the frequency and contacting the Seattle center.
Flight level 340 for flight level 250.
Alaska 603. Identify. Continue via the arrival.
Continue by Tango Mike Bravo Romeo Sierra to Alaska 603.
Do you have chase plane too?
Alaska 603. Descent 15,000. Altimeter 30.06. Speed 2270.
Descent 15,000. Altimeter 30.06. Speed 270. Alaska 603.
And by the way, I'm using shader too. I'm using tomato shader. I don't know what. Are you using shader too? Seriously recommend you chase plane. I had before Easy Dock. It's good too, but chase plane is a whole other level. But look at this here. Wow, man, this looks great. This looks great. Look at this big mountain here. I don't know what mountain this is. Let me check in Google.
Alaska 603, descend to 5000, altimeter 30.06, expect vectors to ILS, approach runway 10 right. Descend to 15,000, altimeter 30.06, clear tango length, Bravo Romeo Sierra vectors, ILS, approach runway 10 right, Alaska 603.
Like you can see, the runway has changed now because of a wind. We're expecting now ILS runway 10 right, he said, via the same star and transition, he said. And this mountain here, I think this is Mount Jefferson. It looks quite the same. I'll show you, one moment, here. This, oh, this should be Mount Jefferson. Yeah, like I said, I'm using free mesh, so the terrain data is more realistic, like the default one, and you can see the terrain is very, yeah, high resolution.
Descend to 12,000, altimeter 30.06, descend to 12,000, altimeter 30.06, Alaska 603.
Look at this cute clouds here, just 3 clouds. By the way, do you have active sky? If not, I can recommend you active sky. Very good weather engine for real weather. Also, you can calculate your flight with the winds for fuel. I am visiting the evening school, bro. I want to do my high school degree again, because I didn't do it in the normal school, so I'm gonna do it now in the evening school. And possibly after that I'm gonna go to be pilot. I don't know. We will see. I have used a supervisor program 4 years ago too. I have used FS3 Riser X, I think was it. It was a very good free ride too. Are going to a normal school, I think. This is a terrain bug here. This looks very strange.
Alaska 603, descend to 7,000. Descend to 7,000, Alaska 603.
You can hear from the ATC, lag and wheel, we need to descend in steps. Also on climb it's the same, also you know what I mean. Free? What do you mean with free? Free of money? Free of money is no school, man, for ATP. But there are good schools here, like the European Flag Academy. I think you know the European Flag Academy. I think it's in France too. For Lufthansa and Austrian and Swiss, all the airlines are in the European Flag Academy, and you can buy, you can pay after you are finished with school and flying for the airline and waits.
Expect vectors to ILS, approach runway 10 right. Clear Tango Mike, Bravo Romeo Sierra, do vectors for ILS, approach runway 10 right, Alaska 603.
Yes. One became a pilot. Sorry. Very nice, man. You can see Portland City already.
Request direct here. Sierra South Indian Lima, Alaska 603.
Alaska 603. Clear direct to Sierra Alpha India Lima. Intersection. Turn left heading to 905. Descend of 6000. Continue on navigation.
Clear direct here. Sierra South Indian Lima. Intersection. Left turn heading to 905. Descend of 6000. Continue on Alaska 603.
You can also see Portland Airport array here where we're gonna land. And you can see downtown of Portland here, very nice.
Alaska 603. Descend to 5000. Speed 2210.
Descend 5000. Speed 10. Alaska 603.
Flaps 1 speed checked. Very nice view to Portland City.
Alaska 603. Descend to 4300.
Descend to 4300. Alaska 603.
Thank you, bro. I will not crash, man. Just kidding. Yes, of course, Cat A1, bro. Look at this weather here, man. We're gonna shut off the autopilot at 1000 feet. Yeah, of course, bro. By the way, I have a landing rate monitor. You can see how my landing rate was. And I'm gonna set on the webcam so you can see my joystick's action always when I land.
603, turn left heading 230. Left turn to heading 230, Alaska 603.
He will vector us, but he vector us a little bit far away from ILS because, I don't know, pretty sure some planes are landing.
Alaska 603, turn right heading 345. Right turn to heading 345, Alaska 603.
$100. A webcam is not expensive, man. I got this webcam for free, man.
Alaska 603, turn right heading 070, descend to 3,100, descend to 3,100. Right turn to heading 070, descend to 3,100 to Hotel, South Indian Romeo November, descend to 3,100, clear ILS, approach, runway 10 right, Alaska 603.
Alright, we have approach clearance.
Alaska 603, descend to 3,100. Descend to 3,100, clear for final tower at the mark of 118.
That's 5.
603.
Gleitstable live, get on.
Tower Alaska 603 on final. Alaska 603, slow to final approach speed, 30.06. Clear to land runway 10 right. Reducing to final approach speed. Altimeter 30.06. Clear to land runway 10 right. Alaska 603.
Flaps 10, speed checked. Flaps 15, speed checked. Flaps 25. Flaps 30. Flaps 4 speed checked. Can see Portland City again here downtown, very nice. Oh, a little bit turbulence here. By the way, this is my first time in Portland here in the simulator. Auto thrust off, autopilot off, I have manual control.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
I think it was a little bit hell of a landing, but okay.
Contact ground on 121.9er. 121.9er, Alaska 603. 60 knots.
Yeah, welcome to Portland Airport. Oh, it's very nice of trim, yeah. It's a perfect button for the trim. Like in real, in the joke from 737. Yeah, it was a little bit harder the landing, but it was okay. It was not the hardest landing, but was not the smoothest landing too. I have better landings.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Seattle.
No, Poland, not Seattle, bro.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until we arrive at the gate. The fasten seatbelt sign has been turned off. You may now use your cell phone.
Where were? Attitude callouts. Or didn't, I don't know, didn't notice that. Normally there is altitude callouts on my 737.
Ground Alaska 603, clear the runway, request taxi departure.
Alaska 603, taxi to Alaska 4, from gate Charlie 1.
By Bravo 44, terminal Charlie 1, Alaska 603.
Take your choose Alaska, have a great day.
$50, $40, $20, $10. But yeah, you know, yeah, you're right. You are saying it, there was no call-out attitude, very strange. Normally there is call-out. Very strange, man. Oh, I passed my parking spot. Shit. I've missed my parking spot. Yeah, I don't know. Normally on my PMDGs and GX you have callouts. I don't know why. This time there was no callout. It's because of you. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna check this after my flight. Yeah, classic. Cabin crew orders in park, cross-check. What the heck? What the fuck? Oh man. This is why you should buy a GSX, man. Yeah, thank you, bro. Yeah, it's sad, but not. I have not so much subscribes, but you need to know I'm not making some advertisement for my channel. I'm not a guy who's doing advertisement and so. Because I'm doing it for fun, you know what I mean? So yeah. But a little bit more subscribers will be nice. He? This is a she, bro. This was a she, not a he. Yeah guys, welcome again to Portland International Airport. Was a very nice flight. Especially, yeah, Gangnam Style, it was Gangnam Style, yes. And especially nice approach here. I forgot to make a save from the PMDG state on the arrival, so we can look properly our approach. Replay our landing. Yes, I'm streaming every day, almost every day. At this time moment. I think I'm gonna check out my landing with a replay from chase plane. So we're gonna disable the ground services, set the plane to takeoff mode so we don't have a problem with the replay. Yeah, very nice. I will check out your stream if I have time, man, or I'm not streaming. But I try to check it out, bro. Okay, let me replay. We are like a spotter now. Let's check our landing. How good it was. Yeah, but actually chase plane is quite good with replay. And also you can just set a panel state and approach, but I forgot that. But then it will be no problem. But it's now working too, I think too. So let me zoom in. Begin gonna a little bit forward. Alright. Just ignore that. I want to see that again. Yeah, it was a little bit hard like I said, but it was okay. Of course the landing rate is not accurate now because of replay, so don't yeah, the landing rate is not the landing rate it was. Yeah, I know, bro, I know. What the fuck. Yeah guys, thanks for watching the stream, thanks for those who watch this later as a video, and see you next time. And also, Sky Lucky, I'm gonna do I think again a flight in the next half hour. If you want and have time, you can join again. Guys, yeah, bye bye, see you next time. In half hour, if you're joining.